Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across my platform. If it is your first time and you like what I'm doing in this platform, after watching, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. In that way, you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. YouTube, I want to appreciate you for creating this platform for us to use to disseminate information. And I also want to put a disclaimer to all the content in Linda's TV show that we do not promote hate speech, violent or misleading information. Linda's TV show is here to inform, educate the members of the public. We do not instigate war. I don't like war. I don't like violence. I don't like misleading information. So you will never see me promoting those things here. Please take note.
There are about 15 cases that Nnamdi Kanu has gotten justice so far for at the lower courts. Now, but the issue of terrorism charges and all of that was leveled against him by the federal government, and all of that will be coming up finally, December 15th. So Nnamdi Kanu and his team are expressing hope that for victory. Realistically speaking, do you honestly see anything of that nature coming out from that case? From the Supreme Court, that is.
Okay. Let me first of all start with the fact that the Nnamdi Kanu'S agitations have been there for, the Biafran agitation have been there for a very long time. Whether Nnamdi Kanu is released or not released, it doesn't change much. If he is released by the Supreme Court, it makes it worse. If he is not released, it can only buy time for the federal government. Why I'm saying this is because the only way to take care of these agitations is to keep things in place. Give a fair environment where everybody will participate, everybody will get justice, and every justice will be fair. So without that, the agitations will still be there. So Nnamdi Kanu being arrested never stopped them from their online activities and the Eastern activities. So coming to this Supreme Court judgment, I should believe that even the federal government understands that the moment Nnamdi Kanu is released, it will definitely, the agitation will definitely increase, and then it will give more credence to the Biafran agitation, which is a rightful one. There is nothing wrong with trying to determine who rules you, especially in a country like Nigeria, that there are no rule of laws. The judiciary have been taken over by the politicians, and then justice and the justice system are being traded for money. So I will expect that the politicians will, as always, they have always controlled the activities of the court. They would still do the same thing this time. And I'm particular about the court every time I talk, because they all know that we are not getting justice, they are not giving justice, and our country is they are destroying our country because of their own personal interests.
Okay, so you don't really see the Supreme Court 15th thing being victorious for Nnamdi Kanu based on the 15th victory he has gotten from the lower courts?
In the real sense, if you look at the case in a real sense, you will understand that there are no arguments about whether the Supreme Court is going to give him freedom or not. Even the Supreme Court judges or the lawyers already know that this is a case that they don't even need to waste time to release this man. But like I said, the system has been taken over by criminal politicians, and we should always think that they will put pressure in one way to still keep their company, which is Nigeria, to them so that they can still reap and steal from the country. And it's important that the people begins to understand it the way they begins to understand things the way things are, so that if we are thinking of making a progress, we can find a way out.
Okay, so before we get into some of the things that Loy pointed out yesterday, very brief, precise, but they are at the bedrock of this agitation. So he said they have gotten victory in the other cases, that they expect no less on December 15 at the Supreme Court. But you said something here which caught my attention, and I think is very critical that you elucidate further on that, and that's the fact that if you release Nnamdi Kanu, you give credence to that agitation. You make it clear that there is need for these people are fighting for something, as if Supreme Court does that. But where they don't too, it doesn't stop the agitation, whether it's a Nnamdi Kanu or not. Now he said they've gotten victory in the lower courts, but they're expecting no less at the Supreme Court. If the Supreme Court fails to give the victory they expect, remember the Southeast has been in turmoil with the seat at home, the killings, the insecurity, and all of that for quite some time. Do you think that if this goes the other way by 15th of December, is going to unravel a fresh or a new dimension of what the Southeast has been going through for the past 2 years?
I must say that...
Basically, what are the chances?
I must say that to an extent, if you're fighting for freedom, you don't fight for freedom you don't start fighting for freedom with arms. You start fighting for freedom with negotiations. You talk with your people, make sure that your people are with you all the way, 100%. And then you identify your boundaries very well before you embark on freedom fight. And when you call freedom fight, you don't even start freedom. You don't fight for freedom with arms, because at the end of the day, you'll be killing your people. Most of the best freedom fighters in the world, like Nelson Mandela and the rest of them, they did not use arms. They did not use violence. They used ideology. They used their words to get the freedom that they asked for. And I expect that the Biafra IPOB will be able to look for that dimension, because the way we are looking at it, the Samuel Ekpa's way is not the very best way to get freedom. He will end up making the Biafrans to hate him because of his miscalculations. I hope that they would be able to come up with something and think of how to go about fighting for freedom. Why I'm sounding like as if I'm supporting what they are doing is because I have been looking at the Nigerian state, as in the country itself, and it appears like as if we're not making headway. And for the Biafrans, the only headway right now, especially with the fact that they are being hated a lot by other tribes of the country, the only headway for them is to find freedom so they can determine who rules them. So, having said that, the moment you release Nnamdi Kanu, I can bet you the freedom fight will increase. And even if you don't release them, I believe that if they follow the right way, the freedom can also be gotten, because the federal government that we have is not the type of federal government that is going to settle their agitation.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.